Have you ever heard of GAS? No, not that gas. It's called gear acquisition syndrome. It's something that many people struggle with, and in today's video, that's what we're going to talk about. So let's get into it. So a lot of people struggle with this syndrome, or gear acquisition syndrome. GAS is something that can prevent you from creating something that you've been wanting to for a long time. And so we're going to be talking about some of the ways that you can avoid that and be able to start with exactly what you have, but as well as to help you to feel comfortable with not being perfect in every situation. Now, I am definitely someone who has struggled with this, and I definitely still struggle with it many times. I am filming on an iPhone 10. It's an older model. The iPhone 13's out, and a lot of people use that one. But also a lot of people have a nice filming camera, whether that be Sony, Nikon, Canon. There's a lot of different ones that people use. But for me, I'm using what I have, and that is my iPhone 10. Now, this is something that can be really hard, and I know for me it is, to feel like I'm not putting the best quality out there. I don't have the best lighting, I don't have the best camera, I don't have the best microphone, or all the different things that you can think that you don't have the best of. But clearly this is enough. I'm able to get content out there, I'm able to talk to you guys, and I'm able to feel like I'm putting my passion out there. And so this is something that you should always keep in mind, is just how important it is to not feel like you have to be perfect. The YouTubers and the content creators that you watch and that you've watched for a long time, they've been doing this for a while. They've built up the quality that they have. It's not like they just went out the first day they started filming videos and they bought all the gear that they wanted and had thousands of dollars to do so. A lot of YouTubers start off with a shoestring budget, or a lot of content creators, whether that be photography, videography, filmmaking. There's a lot of different things that can hold you back in those fields, in those areas, but the biggest thing to remember is that they also had to start somewhere. They didn't have the quality that they do now at the beginning of their channel. In fact, I can guarantee that if you look back at the beginning of any YouTuber's channel, they're gonna have those videos that you're a little cringy about. But that's okay, because they got started and you can see where they are now, the skills that they learned. And so that's something that you just always want to keep in mind when you're putting yourself out there. I know photography's been something that I've really loved, and I continue to pursue that. And one of the things that I struggled with is I had a camera that I really loved, but it had an issue with the lenses being able to detect the autofocus, and so my camera needed to be fixed. Well, I was able to get a different camera, and it was a downgrade from the one that I was using. And it was a little hard at first because I felt like I was missing something. I felt like I wasn't performing at the quality that I like to, and my skill level was not that high, and it's still not that high. But I still love to take photos, and I still love to put myself out there, because I've learned that as I do so, obviously I learn too. And I'm able to work with the quality that I have and do my best to up that quality based off of what I have. And so this is the same for you. Anything that you're pursuing in, that doesn't even have to be what I talk about, whether that's photography or video editing or photo editing. You have certain skills that only you have, and as you choose to use those skills and develop those skills, you're going to become better. So when you see the cool camera that they're using or the other thing, it's totally okay to go into a rabbit hole of finding all the cool gear that you wish you could have, but don't let that stop you from creating the things that you want. Now, I know that this can be hard, because it's been hard for me, where I build that Amazon wish list of all these expensive items that I think would be super cool to have, and possibly one day I will plan on buying many of those things. But I struggled to feel like I can't start until I have those things, versus feeling like I can start, and once I can justify buying those things, once my quality is good enough, or the content that I'm putting out there is reaching people who really want to hear it, and I'm able to really create an environment that people want to learn from, or a community that people enjoy, then I can justify buying those things that can up the quality, up how it sounds, how it looks, is it lighted well, all those different things. And that allows me to be able to put myself out there and see what works, see if it really is something I enjoy, and if not, shift my interest, shift what I'm doing. And that goes for you. If you're struggling with that gear acquisition syndrome or gas, just remember that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to put everything out there in the best quality that you need. It is okay to fail. It's okay to just try something, see if it's something that you enjoy. And you may be surprised at just how much fun it can be. I know that this process of starting with YouTube and growing and figuring out what works for me has been an adventure. It's been fun. It's been exciting and nerve-wracking. And it's all things that you can do as well. You can find joy in. You can find joy in that failure and learning and being a better person as you grow. And so this is kind of a little bit about gas and a lot of things that people struggle with. And I know that there are many YouTubers that talk about this, and it is interesting to see each person's take on it. But just remember that as you're putting yourself out there, that you are amazing, you are doing a great job, and you can do this. You don't have to be perfect. And so I hope that you find this video helpful. If you do, please drop a like and leave a comment, and if you can, subscribe. It helps our channel out a lot to be able to grow and get more content out to you. So I hope that you have a great week, and don't forget that you're doing great.